I completely forgot I wrote this. I wrote this note down, and all I did was write down the person's name with no further explanation. And I wrote it maybe 11 hours ago. But for some reason, me seeing it just now, I was like, what the fuck is this idiot? And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that dumb fucking moron I came across again. Is the name Houston Jones mean anything to you?
Is this like a joke?
No.
Houston, is this somebody that you know you come across?
No. It's like media celebrity. Celebrity? A social media
No,
moron.
I've never heard that name before.
Celebrity influencer. Online social media influencer. No, it's that, you know that dumb guy on YouTube who is the bodybuilder who just hurts himself like jackass, but he's the bodybuilder?
No.
You know that hot guy on YouTube who's in super sexy shape and beats the shit out of himself? Where like shoot BBs at himself and mace his eyes, and I think he fought who did he fight in the ring? He fought like Diamond Dallas Page, someone kicked his ass, or Sid Vicious, or someone like kicked his ass in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Remember that guy?
Yeah, no, I do vaguely.
I came across again. YouTube was like, what do we give this guy? And, which I guess just becomes a YouTube Shorts review.
It really does. It's kind of cool. That's consistency, man. Consistency is key.
The two videos that stood out to me was the fucking. It wasn't even a good video. It just reminded me how much this guy's an idiot. I remember there was one period though where I was, I wish I could say I was under the influence, but I wasn't. It was just me entirely being me, And I was like, I binge watched like 20 videos. This guy's hilarious. I realized no, he's not actually at all. He's just in really good shape. And it's nice to admire the male peak body. It's nice because it'd be pretty sick to look that way. Which leads into my next thing, seamlessly, actually. The other YouTube short, which I'm actually just going to play the audio, but I don't want to put headphones in, so I'm just going to assume the audio I guess that doesn't really help anyway. I guess I'll play it to the microphone so we can both hear it instead of using the Bluetooth setting that's so nice and featured,
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let's listen in a more primitive way.
Exactly.
Why use technology, Why use the technology
it's holding
there?
us back.
So let's turn off the Bluetooth. I wonder if that had a noise. I wonder if everyone heard a ding, 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 and they're like, oh, sick, you turned off the Bluetooth.
Finally.
Maybe I'll add something, but I don't think I'm going to remember to do it. So listen to these two fucking idiots, okay? I want you to just listen. It's like 30 seconds long. I want you to listen to it.
Alcohol. Do you drink? About once every other month or so, whenever something's popping off. A few times per year, I will drink, and it's horrible for your health. That's what I think is
so
really
bad.
people understand. Like, I think some people get in this trap, but they'll see some headline that says having a few drinks is good for your health. I do not buy that.
I don't buy that shit
A
at
glass
all.
of wine a night, bro. I'm not buying that at all. So this is something that I do that's bad for my health that I will do a few times per year. When you drink, how many drinks do you have? Not a lot, bro. I'll have like 2 or 3 tequilas. Really? It'll still be worth it. I would rather smoke the za than
Smoke the za, dude.
go in on drinks. That's my
How can I
guilty
say
pleasure.
smoke pot in the
Alcohol.
douchiest way possible? All right, so that probably got picked up on the audio, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, remember a little while ago when I said I don't want to hear you talk about fitness or anything or lifestyle unless you look like, if Houston Jones, as smart as he is, if he wants to tell me about lifestyle and fitness, I'm like, what, this guy's in phenomenal shape. Let me listen to what he has to say, And obviously to an extent you can say, well, he's first off got just great genetics looking that good, But more importantly, he probably works out, understands a little bit of, a little complex muscle movement.
A little bit. Imagine if he had complex, if he had aggressive complex muscle
remember I was
movements.
talking about those assholes who have these gym channels who weigh like 137 pounds and they're 5'6", and they're like, here's how you get shredded shoulders. And it's like, you have to engage all 3 heads of the shoulder. And I said, those guys don't have the right to talk about anything. Do these guys have the right to talk about? Oh, I don't fucking buy. No, dude, I don't subscribe to the idea that fucking wine's good for you. I don't fucking believe that for a second, dude. First off, should you be able to talk about anything if you're wearing shorts with Cat-Fi Nike socks?
No. Is he wearing flip-flops also?
No, he's wearing Nike sneakers.
Okay.
And he's wearing a t-shirt that looks like he bought from when you go to look at these, dude, Kohl's is so cool, they're funny t-shirts.
I hate those shirts.
Look at these funny t-shirts, okay? And he's wearing like a fucking Nike athletic band. And then the guy next to him has like a fucking bowl cut basically. And he's wearing sweatpants, but he's got like his sweatpants tucked into his fucking sneakers like a goddamn animal. Right?
Yeah,
now you can see their face. So these guys are
when
talking
I
about
see
anything.
These guys, I think, these guys are the top echelon of workout influencers.
And I mean, apparently they are. They have 123,000 subscribers. It's the Santa Cruz Medicinals. Subscribe and follow the life of the Santa Cruz Medicinals. Help people get healthy.
Dude, it's really bad, and like I feel guilty every time I do it. But like probably like only like 4 times a year, like 10 times max, I do consume alcohol.
Yeah,
and it's really bad for you. I know,
Yeah.
And I feel guilty every time I do it.
How times you do it?
Only like about 15 times a year. Like maybe
that's it, just 15,
20 to 25
tops?
max. Yeah.
25 max.
Yeah. That's why I only do it 30 times a year.
Wow.
Yeah, 40, 50 times max.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
these guys are cool. This guy's like, oh, how much you drink? He's like, yeah, I don't think drinking's that good. I'll drink like maybe 3 times a year. Well, how much will you drink though?
Oh, not
maybe
a lot,
like 2
bro.
or 3 tequilas, shots.
Shots.
You're saying your big extravagant night of drinking is you being, you know how many memories? That's the one thing I hate about this. Everyone's like, you should try to live as long as possible. It literally goes into the Bill Hicks joke where he's saying like, well, I ate right, I fucking never had sex with, I worked out all the time and I died, and Neil Brennan fucked his whole life, smoked cigarettes, drank all day, and he's dead too. What the fuck? Right? My point is, these fucking guys who act like, it's not healthy. That's why I don't subscribe to it. It's not healthy. Why would I fucking pollute my body? It's like, I don't know, because it's fun.
What he call
the Zaza?
The Za. I mean, I'll embellish every now and then and smoke a Za, but nothing more than that. And I only do that like once, 2 times a year anyway.
No, he didn't say that, but
I know, I'm embellishing.
Yeah. So, thanks, guy.
You didn't seem to understand what was going on.
What was I saying before your interjection?
Naturally, I fucked up.
What was I saying? What
you were talking about
consistent
Bill Hicks.
Linear thought was being put out there?
You were talking about Bill Hicks with the stuff.
These guys are saying it's like, it's not fun. It's like, dude, even if it's bad for you, don't you think it's kind of fun to have, I don't know, hanging out with your bros, having some drinks, getting fucked up? These guys are like, no, it's much more important so I live to 97 years old. It's way more important I live to 97 years old so I can contribute more to my YouTube channel where I talk about health and fitness to everyone so they can all live to 97. And also, that's another thing. Should all of us live to 100? No. Should all of us even live to fucking 15? Probably not. Okay? I'm tired of everyone's like, yeah, I gotta be healthier to live longer. It's like, how about you be healthier to feel better? And then that's when you can have the balance. It's like the whole Alcoholics Anonymous thing. The new ideology said never drink again.
Yeah, that really makes no sense.
That's stupid and doesn't make sense. All right, like I said the other day, David Duchovny, okay, are fucking the first gentleman of the United States.
I forgot you called him that.
So the first gentleman of the United States, David Duchovny, has sex addiction. Goes onto a show with tons of naked women. He didn't say I should gouge my eyes out, cut off my hands so I can never feel or see a woman again. That wasn't his response to it. But alcoholics are like, I can't even be around this stuff.
You don't
if
get
I
it,
have
man.
one sip of whiskey, I will suck your fucking cock. It's like, dude, what? We haven't gotten to the root problem here. That's how you respond to alcohol. So when Chris Stefano, where he's like, dude, if I have one more glass of whiskey and a Benadryl, I'll blow anyone. It's like, that's an insane reaction to Benadryl, man. I saw that there's a YouTube video about the fucking, I haven't even watched it yet.
May include
Seeing the Hat Man or whatever it is, but Benadryl. I didn't know that one of the side effects of Benadryl is like, yeah, you're itchy, and that's an issue. Take this and it'll stop, but maybe it'll be a part of a blow bang later in the night. I don't know.
It actually says in the back. Not people know that.
Yeah, it's like it's around the Surgeon General warning. It says like, you shouldn't have this while pregnant. You might
call a doctor.
Your throat may just be
more
fucking
than 4 hours.
torn apart. But really, like I said, I don't understand the whole entire thing. So alcoholics go to Alcoholics Anonymous and they can never be an alcoholic again.
Yeah, isn't the goal of things to overcome your weaknesses?
That's my point.
Not just constantly with the fact you're weak.
That's my point. That's everyone who's against psychiatry. They all say that it's like the Ted Kaczynski thing where he was saying how psychiatry is not good because you have an unhappiness with the world and they give you something to take away your unhappiness, not to actually fix the problem you're having. I
think psychiatry too nowadays, when you go in with a problem, instead of trying to help you figure out your problems, it's basically like that guy in 70 Show. No, it's the guy in 70 Show. Hold on a second, Midge. Everything I'm hearing right now
is right, yeah, and everything Bob says is completely wrong.
Basically, I think they just train you to think everybody's wrong and against, and you spend your entire life trying to
that's probably an issue too. That's one thing.
Instead of acknowledging you can change yourself.
Okay, you got your point out, Robbie.
No, I didn't. That's why I didn't stop talking.
So I agree with that, and then you kept talking. And even though I still agree with you, I was like, I don't even want to agree with the guy anymore.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think that's actually the biggest issue. I feel like 90, again, it's the same thing with everything. When people say you should always trust doctors, it's like, that doesn't make sense. That's a horrible idea to always trust doctors. Okay, there's some shitty doctors. There's some guys who just have great memories. Aren't good doctors. Remember that dumb thing I said, that fucking idiot that, slightly overweight, receding hairline, unseasonably tan, business shirt rolled up, trying to dress nicer than they actually are. It was like a name brand, blah, 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 blah. And that guy was like, I worked at a business hedge fund company where he didn't even, if you had a 3.4 or higher, he didn't even want it because you just knew how to follow the rules too well. He wanted those, 2.8s to 3.4s.
You immediately fall in line with what you want them to
do.
I
don't know. It's like, okay. The point with that, so you shouldn't trust all fucking anyone's, okay? Because according to that guy's logic, anyone who's even, I scored 600 on my SATs. Well, that's a little interesting. All right, I trust a guy who scored 1,200 on SATs, all right? Because that guy, has a little humanity. What's this 1600 person walking around? It makes no sense.
He's a borderline psychotic.
Exactly.
That's why he scored so high.
He doesn't know anything. He just knows how to read well. They always say those who can do teach. All right. But no, so you shouldn't trust all doctors. It's the same thing as like you saying you shouldn't trust all teachers. I saw some fucking video where this person was talking. They're talking about like banning books and if your books should be banned at all and blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And the person was saying like, no, you shouldn't ban a book. Period, because it's a fucking. That's not you. Like they're rewriting books now and putting them into school. They're rewording and rephrasing and they're retyping up things that they deem offensive. Really? It's thought police. It's fucking really 1984.
I didn't know they did that at all.
Yeah, like they're taking books that are like offensive and they're changing certain words and they're changing I can't think of any example because I don't give a fuck. It's not interesting. No, there was one example. Basically, they'll change something where it's like, let's say, what's something? Just start fucking dropping slurs. I'm not actually saying it in a very. It's not me saying. It's me referencing it.
Dude, I am spiraling out of control right now. I'm freaking out from the thoughts that are potentially going on. Man. This potential society we're going into.
That's cool. So basically, the books have it where like I wish I could think of a book I've read. I had like 20 books, and then like you don't do. You don't read that. You don't even know how to read it. And it's like
you just watch videos on YouTube. We've all heard you say it.
YouTube. I don't know. I was reading. I was reading that MK Ultra thing. What's the book called? Chaos. I think it's called Chaos.
Yeah.
I'm reading that, and they're talking about like the murder going on, and like the severity and all the graphic details. So basically,
Charles Manson stuff, or something else.
Charles Manson, the Sharon Tate murders. But like those words, they're saying like some offensive things you can't say on YouTube because YouTube thinks that it's okay to talk about topics in a roundabout way but not be direct. Like, no, you can talk about murder, but you shouldn't say the word murder. You should make it way more confusing to digest.
That's like Common Core.
Honestly, man. Now that's a hot take. But no, so they would like change the word instead of saying they murdered them, they'd say like they ended their lives and they're re-releasing the book that way. Like that's the dumb corrections they're doing to these things to have like less offensive language. When also, since when was the point of take a second to reset there. Since when was the point of books to were they when was like the fucking spectrum of a good book how offensive it was or how offensive it wasn't? I don't know. How does that pertain to like if the book's a good read or not? And also, it's like we're having a book from 1700s be written. It's like why shouldn't it reflect the time of the 1700s?
Yeah, that's a really good point too. It should absolutely reflect the time.
Why should like they're like those fucking like when you're in a stupid English class and they're like find a poem from 300 BCE.
Yep.
And it's like
that really spoke to you.
And who's this philosopher? And then like they look up the poet and it's like. They lived between this 300-year window, and we don't know what they look like. And we only have like a secondhand account, like a nickname for them. We don't even know what their actual name was.
To be honest, we don't know if it's this person.
We're not even entirely sure of that actually. It could have been a ghostwriter because we have no idea who this is. But we're gonna re-edit this to fit the modern day philosophy. It's like that ruins the entire point of preserving what was written there. That you've already done such a terrible job of preserving in the first place.
I thought you were going to say more. So
and then I thought you were going to respond because you opened your mouth and I stared at you and you didn't do anything. Every time I go to speak,
you basically say, right. And I was trying to fucking fix myself. Well, I know.
We just squander it.
Yeah, thank you. I kept wanting to make a stupid chat GPG, whatever it's
That's funny. I was thinking that too, but I was like, that's not.
I didn't know how to work it.
Exactly.
So I my mouth, that's why I stopped.
Here's another thing I want to mention. I've mentioned it before, but I saw the note again. I haven't deleted it because I'm inefficient, Jumper's a really good movie.
Jumper's
a sick fucking movie. I would love to have that power, and I love more powers need to have very set limitations. Our fantasies are running amok, okay? Like Iron Man, who can just do everything. How about it does two things? Yeah. How about he can fly and he can shoot lasers with it, okay? And how about it ends there?
Yeah.
Thor's hammer. How about it can summon lightning and it hits things really hard. How about it doesn't fly around and go to the person? It doesn't also... how about we just keep it simple, okay? Spider-Man, climb walls, swing from things, okay?
And he senses things.
And he got spidey senses.
Yeah.
He can get 3.
Yep.
Okay?
Especially when that third one's so lame.
I don't need to have it where Spider-Man...
Actually, he only has 2, because sometimes he can't actually shoot webs. So
that's true. Actually, sometimes he doesn't even have spidey senses, because apparently it's erectile dysfunction the way it works in that movie's lore. So he can just climb walls really well.
He's just a disgusting, sticky person.
Yeah, that's interesting. You're an organic web kind of guy, right?
I think that's
how you like your Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think it makes complete sense. Having one of the powers is kind of fucking lame.
Especially when you consider it's just climbing walls.
And you know who else can climb walls? Like half his fucking villains.
He could have been Frogman.
Exactly. Yeah, he could just fucking rip it.
He could have been Tree Frogman. He had big red hands.
That would have been sick.
And it's like, I don't know if that's oh god, that's nice. You know that's funny? You saw the other day how they had Craven in some fucking cartoon they had it where they want to have a vampire, so he had suctions on his hand, he would consume plasma. Oh, that's less scary than a vampire.
You know that's like what's going on nowadays where they're editing the books for kids to read.
Well, that's different. That's actually way worse and not funny.
I think it's way worse if you have to change a beloved character like Morbius. It wasn't Craven, it was Morbius.
I don't care.
And he has fucking suction cups on his hands.
Here's something. Here's a funny thing to say.
Sure. Go ahead.
This is actually like 2 weeks old. I'm doing that thing comedians do. They talk about it. On literally last night, I came up with the guy who's talking to me in the street. Right, 15 minutes before the show started, I ran into this guy outside, and I'm telling you about it now. That's how funny I am. I can just on the cuff. It's like that's interesting. I thought you rehearsed this shit. What do you mean happened 15 minutes ago? That's Dude,
suspect. You're just breaking down all the fucking walls here.
And I mean, they're going to assassinate me. It's what's going to happen. They're like, he knows too much. I'll pull the fucking Nick Mullen thing. I'll say,
the guy in 2E,
I'll say
knows.
no, then you make me a martyr, which is what I want. So you actually, now I have the martyr free card. Now you can't actually do anything to me. It's actually a get out of jail free card. Because they don't want to give you, because if you become a martyr, then you won. You know? It's the fucking, you can either live long enough to die the hero. So you can either die, what is it? You can either die fast enough to be a hero or live long enough to be a stupid piece of shit. Something like that. Live long enough to become a villain. You know, it is what it is. The point was, last night, last night you ran into some guy? Yeah, no, last night I was super stoned, right? Checks out so far.
Yeah, it sounds like every night.
Sounds like every night. But I actually cried for about 30 seconds watching a video of these women doing a 600-meter race, and the girl tripped and fell. And I wasn't laughing. I was like, God damn it, no, because they had this like violin playing, and I was like, God, this is emotional. And she fell, but she didn't give up. She got back up and she ended up taking the lead again.
Dude, you're getting choked up right now. I was
like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful thing I was having. And I went through the entire Bill Hicks thing when I was like, drugs are fucking. I've had some good experiences on drugs, you know.
Yeah.
And I went through the entire fucking thing. And I'm watching this girl get up, and she catches and she gets first place. And I was like, first off, I thought, were you?
She got first.
She got first. She won. She took place.
Wow, good for her.
She fucking fell on her. She got tripped. She fell.
Oh, she didn't trip. She was tripped.
There was, you know, this is tough to say. These two girls were turning a corner, and their legs got tangled up, and she fell, and she was in first.
Unsportsmanlike conduct going on.
Then she got up. And she ran. And the crazy part was they baited me. At first, they were talking about how because is it a relay race, relay race?
I think relays when they have the batons.
You hand it off, right? The little fucking
those essentially
nice
copper pipes.
Yeah, those nice little. No, they look like pills almost, like giant pills. Oh. But she handed it off to her teammate. Like her teammate would just have to keep running and hope to close the gap. And I was like, I don't know, I don't believe it.
First girl tripped, no fucking way.
But then it didn't even matter because the girl who tripped got up and she just.
She just finished the entire race on her own without handing it off.
I guess they were like alternating spots or something. I don't know. I don't know how track works.
Apparently there's no rules to track. It's just whatever the fuck you feel like doing. If you trip, you then are immediately allowed to not go by any rules of the game and just run the entire course on your own.
Apparently, maybe she just beelined it across the middle of the field and just like caught back up in the front. I'm not really entirely sure. Cut away almost immediately. It just said she won. I didn't even see the resolution. I was just like, wow, what a beautiful story of perseveration. I was like, this is a fantastical moment, you know?
Nice.
But then I saw a video of a waitress, you know, cute to be fair. But she was disrespecting a member of our service, just blatantly. A disabled veteran.
Nice.
She was just talking down to him, and I was like, I felt this rage. I was like, I'm back, baby. I'm not a little bitch. I don't cry at things. I have just a hatred in my heart. And I was like, you do not disrespect this country like that, you know? And it was great because another veteran happened to walk out in the room, and he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, what? And he's because the guy couldn't read the menu.
Okay.
And she was just
was this the other vet that came over? Was he in the same party? And he like started speaking.
No, he was just in another room.
Really?
Not even the same war. One's in Afghanistan. One's like the Korean War.
Oh, really?
It's like
that's beautiful.
Years
how
apart.
Just,
an old man came in there. It was like a 20, probably a 30-year-old guy who had some, you know, serious impairments from the war, and he was like very kind, like saying like I can't read the menu, but I want to get food. He was speaking in a way I will not replicate because I will not disrespect a fucking U.S. Marine. But she was like, what do you want? Oh, you don't know? Can't you read it?
Was she being rude or she just stupid?
She was being so rude.
Okay.
And then that guy walked over there and was like, no, you don't act that way. And I was like, fuck. I went through an emotional whirlwind. I went from being... and then we got sued. Fucking, but no, he put her in her place, talked to the manager. The manager was like, "What the actual fuck is wrong with you?" And she's like, "I didn't realize." And he's like, "You didn't realize? You were doing a good job of imitating it and mocking it for the last 5 minutes." Really? He was like, I'm not gonna do that. That's mean. What she did, she was like, "What do you want there?" Wow. Like she was like going at him like a little. I was fucking. Dude,
that's fucked up.
I bleed blue, man. I bleed red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
all right,
dude, for sure.
I was a head up to here. I was so goddamn angry.
Do you remember
she was cute though. I'll give credit where credit's due, but she became a lot less cute the more she talked. I'll be honest.
I don't know, Alex. You keep bringing attention to how cute she was.
She's a good looking lady, dude. She's like, and also the fucked part. It was like a Southern Belle too. We were like definitely down south a little bit. And I was like, you had this kind of disrespect for your country.
I thought they didn't do that down.
That's what I thought, man. I thought fucking only us assholes in the Northeast were like this.
I thought.
And out west, I thought there was some sort of sanctity.
Dude, all that glitters is not gold.
All that glitters is not gold, dude. They were probably in like fucking Oklahoma, Tennessee. They were in like fucking Memphis. They were in some area where they should have some fucking respect for our serving members, you know?
Do you remember when they would come try to recruit at Rocky Point?
Yeah, it was awesome.
One guy, I don't remember why I happened to be there because I was not volunteering myself to be recruited because I'm not a brave enough or strong enough person to do that and wear that honor.
I'll give you the cop out, and there's a little bravery in knowing that.
Huh?
There's a little bravery in knowing that, perhaps, or they beat it into you. They didn't. Still, that's the real thing. Honestly, they make everyone into a soldier.
But he kept trying to sell, and this was like, I guess 2008, 2009. So like not necessarily the best time to go over in like the Northeast per se. It would just be a little weird for me to like, you know what I mean?
In the Northeast?
Not Northeast, Middle East.
You fucking idiot.
Whoopsies. Whoopsies. And but he was selling poems. Oh, you play the drums? You know, this is great drum. I mean, the drum line's amazing.
That's not a bad song. I disagree with you entirely.
Right.
That's
when
a phenomenal
I was then, I thought you should. You're
an idiot.
I am an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I am an idiot.
You're a piece of shit. Stop disrespecting our military.
I wasn't disrespecting him in any way, shape, or form.
Stop being the waitress's side.
Dude, that's not even where Molly was going. Dude, fuck you. I have barely spoke this entire episode.
You want to have proof that I'm a better American than you?
Do you want proof that I'm a better American than you?
Do you want proof? Do you want proof that I'm a better American than you?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You know what I have on my phone?
Dude. Not true.
Not true.
Well, you won. I already know you're gonna pull up. You won. I can go to YouTube too, man.
I'm not going to YouTube. Do you know what I
know,
purchased
music. I know.
on my phone? What kind of music do you have on your phone, Robbie? What? Queensryche? 69 Eyes? Is that what it's called?
Dude, how'd you even pull that one out? I forgot about
You know what I have on my phone, Robbie? I have the U.S. Army Band. A Patriot Salute to the Military Family. That's what I have.
Thank you.
I'm a warm-blooded American.
I thought you should have. I love this country. I'm trying to do Sam.
A patriotic salute to the military family. Okay, you're talking over it.
As are you.
Robbie.
I thought you were going to do Sam Eagle, whatever his name is.
Robbie.
Alex.
I have 37 songs performed, okay, by various artists, a.k.a. the U.S. Marine Band, the U.S. Army Band, the United States Navy Band, the United States Navy Band, okay, and the Sea Chanters Chorus.
What was that last one?
The U.S. Navy Band.
You know what I got on my phone?
And the Sea Chanters Chorus, the United States Air Force Band, and the Singing Sergeants, okay?
You have the Singing Sergeants?
Yeah, I got them all.
That's crazy, dude.
You know why?
Because you love it?
Because I'm a real American. Fight for the right of every man.
Because you're a real American. I don't even know how that song goes, actually. It shows how much of an American I am. Oh, that's not what I was doing. That's what I should have done.
I am a real American.
Fight for your life. Fight for what's right. I don't know what the words are.
Dude, what a bang! Those were the days. That's where I peaked in my life when I had the iPod. What iPod was that?
Shuffle.
I don't think it was the Shuffle. I think maybe
small one.
The small one.
The little small square one. That was the Nano.
I didn't have that one. I had the other one that was just smaller. That wasn't the fucking.
Oh, the thin one you had with the screen on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what that one was called. I think that was also a Nano. I think it was like a different version.
I don't know. I had an iPod at some point, and that iPod was just like, I don't know, maybe let's say it was a simpler time. You know, instead of having you can have a million songs on your phone. How about limitations? How about you give me 100 songs on my phone so I actually think about what I'm putting on there?
Speaking of iPod Shuffle, dude, you took a breath. I'm sorry for 1 second.
So on my 100 songs on my phone, my iPod, I had probably 65 WWE theme songs.
That's awesome.
And those were just like sitting in the car, actually. Close your eyes in the back seat, wailing to the way of the car that turns left and right, and you just have fucking like, I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy, toy. Sexy boy. That was like awesome, you know? Having that go, fucking having the Hulk Hogan song, having both Triple H songs, having Edge, having RK, you know, having the Rated R Superstar.
I have no idea what his was. I don't remember what it was before Voices.
I hear voices.
I can't remember what it was before. There's another song just like that, though.
They understand.
To your point about limitations, though, fuck, when the iPod
Shuffle.
Shuffle
blasting Metal Lingus the other day? Like 2 days ago?
Yeah, I did.
That was fucking badass, dude.
On this day,
I see clearly.
You think you know me?
Dude, can you believe Edge's name is Adam Copeland?
It's just so funny that that's where he got the name, because he's edging all the time.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's a good point. Not people know that. That's actually, yeah, he was originally just going to go by Adam Copeland.
Yeah, but he goes to the edge.
And then he was like, I'm going to go to the edge of this. And he edged himself all the way to being Edge. This place had a 40-year-long year prolific. He has like a guy has not come in 40 years. When he retires, he'll be Adam Copeland again. He's been edging for 40 consecutive years.
He's actually never been Edge, but they thought edging was too confusing of a name, so they just always...
Actually, why Lita went to Matt.
No, that's why she left Matt, you mean? Because she couldn't... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess she never went back to Matt,
Yeah, I guess she didn't, did she? I kind of thought she bounced around for a while.
I don't think so. You know what's really funny about that story? They actually broke up a real marriage.
That's awesome. I love when WWE does that. I love when
Matt and
WWE
Lita were actually,
when they would,
like,
you know, ruin relationships.
They were actually engaged or were, like, about to be married, and then Edge and her actually started edging together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah. Where'd Randy... He's like a... I guess he already ordered being very voyeuristic.
Yep. He was just with the Viper thing on the side.
When he popped out a shoulder blade from doing the slam on the ground or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Viper.
That's awesome.
Speaking of limitations, though, iPod Shuffle, you couldn't see anything.
Remember when Triple H was engaged to China and Stephanie McMahon was like...
You're such an asshole.
I don't think
insane
so.
How big of an asshole you are.
You are a gigantic piece of shit. What were you saying?
What were you saying? Because it doesn't matter what I was
saying. Remember
when
China was engaged to Triple H and Stephanie was like, I don't think so. And just broke that relationship up so well.
Oh,
Triple H was
I didn't know that's how that happened.
Dude, I remember too, I watched this video, I think it was Punk'd actually. Triple H, did you see that one? Did you see
Triple
H got punked and he was going to throw hands? Yep. That's a great episode of Punk, dude. That was before they're like, hey guys, I'm Tyler Posey and we're going to punk Bow Wow. Even I don't remember who he actually pranked. I think he pranked like Ashley Benson. I think it was like Ashley Benson. And like, oh, let's fact check it. We have this thing in our phone. We have this, you know, this little computer in your pocket.
Yeah, fucking Ashton Kutcher punks Justin Timberlake, making him think his entire house is getting repossessed.
Yeah, and with the help of Dak Shepard.
And now they go like...
That's the real thing.
That's true.
Ashton
and Jill Wagner helped
plus
too.
Dak Shepard or Tyler Posey plus Andrew Santino.
Yeah, Andrew Santino sucks.
No, I like Andrew Santino.
I do too, but I don't. He's too known though.
He is. He's getting too big.
Yeah, even then we all knew we recognized him back then.
Yeah, man, that's true. Back he's on like the Loveology,
Mixology.
It wasn't called Mixology,
he was making the rounds.
was it?
I think it was called Mixology. He really made the rounds. Actually,
I thought it was a play on the word Mixology. It was actually called Mixology.
I think it was called Mixology. Yeah, that's stupid. Actually, sorry, dude. Speaking of which, why is that girl on the fucking True Lies remake with the guy from Shameless? That's the weirdest pairing of all time.
I don't fucking know. We're talking about some other show. What were we talking about?
You should just be looking it up.
Yeah, I know.
I kept talking to fit the
Punks.
silence.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Dude, I'm so smart. I just knew, like, dude, P-U-N-K apostrophe D. Didn't even have to think about it. I was just like, dude, of course that's the way we spell. Why would there be an E in that word? So let's see. When's the dumb seasons? Season 10.
Yes,
nice.
It's all stupid. All the fucking punks, they're like, he ordered a pizza and we served him a sandwich, guys. Break it up before he gets angry.
The person misspelled the word guest. They wrote G-Y-E-S-T.
That's just the thing they did on the show.
Yeah, guest host Miley Cyrus' main victim is none other than her boyfriend, Australia star actor Liam Hemsworth. Like, that's
star actor's a
funny.
huge stretch.
Dude, honestly, like, just the variety of, like, what they classify as this person can hold the mantle to Ashton Kutcher is just astonishing.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Justin Bieber, I get it. It's 2012. That's a big get. All right? Bam Margera.
Doesn't he also work on the network, guys?
I'm pretty sure Bam Margera, like, last week was being chased by the cops, okay? I'm not kidding. I'm almost certain, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a warrant out for his arrest in Pennsylvania.
It was a bit for last, meaning back then when he was on the show as the guest. I mean,
like
this was
today.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Okay, Bam Margera is what we say not doing great.
I thought he got himself back.
The funny thing with getting yourself back is sometimes it comes full circle yet again, and you just kind of go on this.
See, that's the
carousel.
problem with AA. They're teaching you never to go back to. They just taught you how to meditate.
They just taught you how to have 3 drinks and not fucking go psycho.
You'd never relapse. You'd be fine.
People don't want to get the answers, man. It's less profitable that way, honestly. It's much more profitable to have them think that they have a disease that they can't overcome, and they have to constantly keep coming to it and coming to it and coming to it. That's how you form a cult.
I have a disease, Stan. Don't you get it?
Disease. But hold on, Bieber, Margera, but I'll give him slack because it's like, all right, it's MTV. It's Bam Margera, Viva La Bam, whatever.
Yeah, but that already diminishes. It already shows the lack of star power because he's on their network already. It's
Hayden Panettiere.
I thought his name was Panettiere.
Hayden Panettiere, fine.
Whatever.
Heroes is off the air at this point.
Yeah, and Malcolm in the Middle has been off for a while.
Scream 4 came out last year, but is that really that big of a deal?
Oh, is she back finally?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Let's watch Hayden Panettiere prank Diana Agron and Zac Efron and Snooki and Jessica Sozar.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's episode 4, Tyler the Creator. All right. Episode 5, Lucy Hale. It's not even like MTV doing a favor to MTV. It's on ABC Family. Pretty Little Liars. Why? Like, Lucy Hale's Lucy Hale. Then they're like, Nick Cannon, he does the rounds of TV shows. Let's get him on here. Then they get Dax Shepard, a little throwback action, right?
Do they acknowledge that? Or
I don't know. Yeah, it says he hesitates to return, blah, 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 blah. Episode 8, Miley Cyrus, big get. Okay, hottest woman in the world. Episode 9, Heather Morris. That's the Glee star you got. You pranked Diana Agron,
but you got
Heather Morris. How about you get Leah Michelle? How about you get fucking whatever? What was his name? Corey. What was Finn's name? Corey Monteith or something like that?
No idea.
We'll get that guy, but he's alive still at that point. Number 10, Kellen Lutz, Twilight Star. The least of the Twilight Stars.
Yeah, really?
That's worse than Jasper. He's a better get. He was an Avatar. Not the James Cameron movie, The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, that's pretty sick.
He's not an Avatar. I realize that sounds like a huge... Yeah, he's an Avatar. No. He's in The Last Airbender.
Some people think that's better. I would disagree.
One person, M. Night Shyamalan. Kellen Lutz. Who do you think Kellen Lutz? Let's see. Dancing with the Stars host, Julianne Hough.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense. Now, how about he pranks like Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson? No. He pranks Ashley Rickards of MTV fame of Awkward.
Nice. Why didn't they get
and Amy Teagarden? Nice.
They should have only had...
Kellen Lutz pranked Julie from Friday Night Lights.
Well, they obviously know each other. That's
Number
great.
11, Ashton Kutcher.
They should have only had people that were on other MTV shows. Could have been cross-promotion the entire time.
Yeah, that's my point. Why'd they get ABC Family? Why'd they get fucking Fox? Why'd they get Kellen fucking Lutz?
And how would that have been a hard get?
Number 11, Ashton Kutcher. Number 12, Mac Miller. Following season.
They did more?
3 years later.
That's fucked up. Just let it go.
And they had 2 hosts each episode?
That's really dumb.
Whoever K. Michelle is,
more pranks.
Whoever K. Michelle is and Chris Brown, followed by ASAP Rocky and Miguel, followed by Michael B. Jordan and Rita Ora. She had a nice 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, she did. She was in Fast and Furious.
2 people I don't know. Russell Simmons. Isn't that the fucking exercise guy?
Yeah.
And Zendaya.
Dude, what the fuck?
Zendaya should not have been subjected to that.
Maybe it's not the same.
It can't be the same Russell Simmons, can it?
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's not the same Russell Simmons. All right. That guy's name is not Russell Simmons. It's definitely something else. We're just both idiots.
No, yeah, it's Simmons, though. It's something Simmons.
Rosario Dawson and Meek Mill, Nautry Naughton and King Batch. What a lucky guy. That's the one from Power. She's hot. Kevin Hart, Ghost's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're an idiot. That fucking sucks.